were seeking safety elsewhere, but had to flee Kabul airport to save themselves. A suicide bomber claimed the lives of so many here and killed even more hopes and dreams. But even this catastrophic attack hasn't deterred people. In their desperation, they've moved to a different entrance. But the gates are now closed, along with their window for evacuation. And there's an ongoing threat that IS may strike again.
باور بکنه من میگم این دقیقه این ثانیه انفجار میشه و انفلاق میشه. این خدا رو شما شاهد میگیرم ثانیه به ثانیه. اما مشکلات زندگی هست که دامنگیر مانه مثلا به مجبورن ما میایم اینجا با ترس غلبه میکنه.
Medics worked through the night treating casualties in Kabul's hospitals. One man caught up in the attack with his children is not prepared to risk it again. Speaking to me from Kabul, he described how he was trying to help his sisters get home to Australia. They're now stuck.
I was shocked because I did see what I never wanted to see in my whole life. I was just seeing people laying down, and many of them injured, many of them lost their lives, kids, women, men.
As the final evacuation flights leave with the final few thousand, Afghan families are burying their dead. Those people who feared for their lives, lost them trying to flee to safety. Afghans evacuated to Qatar are devastated by the news. This NGO worker still can't get hold of friends who were at the airport at the time of the attack.
We are waiting, for some way to get in touch with them. At least if we could have access to internet, we would have, been in contact with them, that what's happening to them. Most of them are very hopeless. 2 days ago, I had a chance to come online and I spoke with them. So they are saying that we have nothing, we feel that we are caged. I feel lucky that I, got out of Afghanistan at such a point that everybody is, waiting and willing to come out of Afghanistan. But my heart still remains there because I see that millions of people are stuck. They are not happy with whatever happened with the coming of Taliban. Nobody is happy.
The so-called peace settlement hammered out in Qatar focused on troop withdrawal. But the threat of ISIS-K could be the greatest challenge of all to the incoming Taliban government. And who knows what that means for the Afghan people.
After nearly 2 weeks of absolute chaos in Kabul, more than 100,000 people have now been evacuated from Afghanistan, many of them through Doha. But in the closing days of this 20-year war on terror, an attack has killed more than 100 people, including 13 US service personnel. And Qatar is likely to be a key player in brokering the next uncertain chapter for Afghanistan.
Now, with evacuations in their final hours, people are still risking their lives to try and leave, whether it's the resilience of Afghans or lack of anything to lose.